English is spoken all over the world, but depending on where you go, it can be completely different. And sometimes even I can't understand it. Now, let's check out some of the most interesting English accents, where they come from, and why they sound the way they do. First stop, the United Kingdom. Now there is more than one accent in the United Kingdom. First, let's check out the more proper English. The Queen's English. The Queen's English, or received pronunciation, as some people call it, is the classic British accent that you hear in the movies. It developed among the upper class in London, and it is known for its clear pronunciation. Here's an example.
Today we're looking at 2 tips to help you sound more British. Number 1, in British English, the R is not rhotic. So that means that sometimes it is not pronounced. It's actually silent or it's a schwa sound.
Next, there's another accent in the United Kingdom that is not so beautiful, not so polished. The Cockney accent. It's famous for dropping H's out of words and swapping the TH for F or V. So think sounds like fink, and brother sounds like bruv. It comes from the working class communities of London, and here is an example of the Cockney accent.
Now listen, you might think I'm a bit of a dodgy geezer with a Cockney accent, but the thing is that not everybody in London is going to want to take out a 6-inch knife and try to nick your wallet. But I might want to suggest keeping your porkies open as you're walking down High Street late at night after the bars close.
Now, let's head north to Scotland. The Scottish accent was influenced by Scots, a totally separate language from English. It has strong R sounds. Strong R sounds. That was bad, guys. Strong. That sounds Russian. And some words are completely unique, like using the word we instead of small, and ken for no. Shout out to Simone.
So ken is like no, as in K-N-O-W. So you say like, I ken.
Here's an example of a very heavy Scottish accent.
Well, you need to know that they're trying to split up the country and all that. We don't want that. We want a decent council and that's basically that. He's pretty poor just now.
And what about you, brother?
The same as what others said.
Now, over to Ireland. Ireland, where the spoken English was influenced by the Irish language, better known as Gaelic. In the big city of Dublin, you'll hear a softer accent, but in the countryside, the accent is much stronger. Here's an example.
So here's an example of an Irish compliment I might give to a lady. You're not a bad looking woman. Now, Irish women know that if I say that to them, that means I am absolutely awestruck by them, right?
Now, let's go down under, mate. Down under to Australia. And down under is what they call Australia because it is at the bottom of the map, or the globe. And maybe you don't know this, but originally Australia was used as a prison. In the 1700s, it was used to house British and Irish convicts. And the mixture of those accents eventually became what we know today as the Australian accent. And who better to show us the Australian accent than an incredible human being who helped many people and so many animals all around the world. Steve Irwin. Rest in peace.
What good is a fast car, a flash house and a gold-plated dunny to me? Absolutely no good at all. I've been put on this planet to protect wildlife and wilderness areas, which in essence is going to help humanity.
Now, let's head to the Caribbean, man. Me speak a Jamaican real good. In Jamaica, English is mixed with West African languages and influences from English and French colonizers. Jamaican patois, or Jamaican English, has a distinct rhythm, dropped consonants, and unique grammar. So, what are you doing becomes, why ya do? Why ya do? Why ya do? It is one of the most recognizable accents in music and culture, and to show us an example, music legend Bob Marley.
Well, my life not important to me, but other people's life important. My life is only important if me can help plenty people. If my life is just for me, my own security, then me don't want it. My life is for people.
Now, let's go to South Africa. The The South African accent has British roots, but also took influences from Dutch and indigenous languages such as Zulu and Xhosa. And to show us an example of South African English, one of my favorite musicians, Sean Morgan from the band Seether.
Country song is just called country song. I don't think it has anything country to do with it. It was just, we used country song as a working title for that. In fact, I think it's more swampy than anything else and bluesy.
Okay, my friends, and that is just a small taste of English accents from around the world. Which one do you think is the hardest to understand? Tell me in the comments below, guys. Como siempre, muchísimas gracias por ver. Nos vemos pronto.